back, or hello if you're new. It is Sunday, April 7th, so that means it is time to go grocery shopping. For those of you that don't know, I go grocery shopping on Sundays after I go to church because it is on my way home from church, so it's just easy. I'm already out of the house, I'm already dressed, I've already got makeup done, so I might as well use it for more than an hour or two. So this month, at the beginning of the month, I'm very lucky. I already have a lot of stuff actually left over that I breakfast-wise don't need. So my list is very, very short. I possibly will be getting a couple extra things on here just depending on the prices. But other than that, we'll just kind of go and see what happens. So let me tell you what is on my list and what I already have. So for breakfast, I'm planning on having eggs. I already have a dozen eggs left over that will be going bad within the next couple of weeks, so I want to start using those up. I want to do protein pancakes. I've never made those before, and so we'll see how they go, but I already have the bananas, the oats, the protein powder, all of that. I already have it, so that's kind of why I want to do it, is to use up the bananas and everything. And then for lunch or dinner, I kind of switch back and forth between the two meals, or sometimes I eat it for both. I really am wanting some chicken noodle soup, homemade crock pot chicken noodle soup. And so because of that, I already have carrots, and so I really want to use those carrots up. So I'm going to be needing celery, garlic, and onion. The garlic, I may buy the pre-minced thing, but I also really love fresh garlic, so it depends on the price of the fresh garlic versus the canned garlic, just because I know that the other garlic is going to be a little bit more expensive, the fresh garlic, but I really want to take a look at it and see just how much of a difference the price is. Onion, I think I said that. Chicken broth, I'm going to be needing a lot of chicken broth. Luckily, that's not as expensive. I'd really like to start learning how to make my own vegetable broth. I know a lot of people do with veggie scraps, but I haven't learned how yet, so I'm going to continue buying it. Chicken, I have tons of frozen chicken. I know I've mentioned this before. The reason I have tons of frozen chicken is because I buy like a larger pack of it, I never use it all, and then I forget to thaw it out, so I have to go buy fresh. So I think I'm going to start putting reminders. I dropped my pen, hold on. I think I'm going to start putting reminders in my phone to take out the chicken the night before so it thaws in time. But because I really need to get this meal prep done, I'm going to have to buy chicken. That's unfortunate, but it's the way it is. It's just not going to be thawed in time for me to fix the food. So I'm going to have to buy chicken again, but this time I'm going to maybe look at a smaller pack. It's only going to have what I need, depending on the price. I'm needing some chips or Cheez-Its or something to snack on during the week while I'm at work. And then a fruit. Again, I don't really get something unless I'm truly, truly craving it, and I'm not this week. So I'm going to get the fruit that looks the best, both freshness-wise and price-wise. They normally have different deals each week, and I don't know what those are this week, so we will see what they're looking like. So some sort of fruit, and then I might get broccoli. I've been really craving broccoli, so I'm going to put broccoli on here with a question mark, because I want to see what the price is for how much and what it looks like before I commit to buying broccoli. But I might be getting broccoli. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to church now. Then I'm going to go grocery shopping, and I will come back here and I will show you guys what I got, how much each item costs, and I'll show you how much. And then I will also show you what my total bill was. And then in a separate video, I would love to do a meal prep for you guys. So, yeah, let's go to the grocery store, and I will see you guys when I get back. Bye! Hi guys, I'm back from the grocery store. So I go to Aldi's and my total was $36.78. Now within this total is a couple household items that won't be going against my grocery budget, but will be going against my household maintenance budget, just because I needed to get a couple of things while I was there. So I'm going to go through this list. I did get more stuff that was off my list, partially for next week, due to the fact that some things were on sale. So let's go ahead and start. So the first thing on my receipt is noodles. So these are egg noodles. They're 16 ounces of egg noodles, and they are $1.29 each. I probably will be using one of these for the chicken noodle soup, and then I will have one because there's some other crock pot dishes that I want to do in the future, and so I just went ahead and bought two, just because sometimes they don't have these egg noodles specifically. They have a bunch of other noodles, but I really like their egg noodles. The next thing that I got was asparagus. They didn't have broccoli that looked very good. I was really disappointed in the way the broccoli looked, and the ones that did look good was just a really small amount, and it all costs the same. It's not based on weight for the broccoli. So I decided not to do that, but I did get asparagus, and this is frozen asparagus. So I'll just put this in the microwave, or however, I think, yeah, microwave is how it tells me to do it. And that was $1.99. Then I got paper towels. This is one of the items that's going in the household, and that is going to be $1.99. So $1.99 for the paper towels here. And then after that, I got chicken broth. So what I did was do something a little different. I know that I'm going to need more chicken broth in this. This is a kind of a backup. So I'm not actually going to use this for the chicken noodle soup, and I'll explain what I am going to use. But I got this as a backup just in case what I have doesn't work. And this was $1.39. And then the next thing I got was white bread. This was on sale for 85 cents. So this is a really good deal, 85 cents. And so that's one item that isn't on my list. I already have bread. So this is going to go in the freezer for the next time I need bread, because normally their bread is around, I think, like $1. So yes, it is not that much, but it saves up over time. So 85 cents right here. Another thing that I got that was off my list is this pizza. I try to keep a couple fast meals that are already cooked and everything, and I just have to throw them in the oven, one of them being chicken nuggets. The other one I like to keep is pizza, and I haven't had pizza in quite a while at my house, and so I got the spinach, mushroom, and garlic pizza, so I can also have it on a day where I'm not eating meat. So I just got this pizza, and it was $3.99. It was the second most expensive thing on my list, just to show you how much pre-cooked food or easy fast meals cost compared to other things. So that is what I got there. Then I got Spam. It's called luncheon meat here, and that cost me $1.79. I've actually been craving this for a while. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think it would be really good to go on my eggs or just kind of as a quick meal on the side. So I got that there. So this is what replaced my chicken broth, is the if I'm gonna say them right, let's see, the bouillon cubes. They're chicken bouillon cubes, and they look, I bet it's not open, yeah. Let me see if I can open it here. Maybe. There we go. So they look like this, and you put them with boiling water. So in the crock pot, I'll just throw it in the crock pot with water, and 8 ounces of hot boiling water equals 1 cup of chicken broth. So this is actually cheaper in the long run. These were $1.69, and there is 25 in here. So this is 25 cups of chicken broth versus this, which is 4. And so they were actually, the chicken broth was just barely cheaper. So I went ahead, and this is cheaper to just buy these cubes. So those cubes were $1.69. I don't know if I already said that. Then the next thing is my monthly almond milk that I get. I just get the original, that way I can put it in sweet and savory things. And that was $2.29. Then for my chicken noodle soup, celery. I really wish they had like smaller things of celery, so I'm gonna have to find out what else I can do with this amount of celery. But that was $1.29. For my fruit, the only thing they really had on sale other than bananas, and I actually already have some bananas for what I need to do, was cantaloupe, and the cantaloupe was $1.19, so I will be cutting this up and enjoying this cantaloupe. Then garlic, it was cheaper to buy than minced garlic, but for me, taste-wise, it was worth it to go ahead and get these. So these are 3 pieces of garlic, and these were only 99 cents, so this is a pretty good deal for this garlic, so I did go ahead and buy the garlic fresh. So then I got 2 pounds of sweet onions, and I will only use 1 or 2 of these for the chicken noodle soup, so I can use this probably next week in my meal as well. And the onions were $1.69. And then the other item that is for household, not for groceries, is distilled white vinegar. I am almost out of my all-purpose cleaner and a few other things that I have decided to make myself, and I will use the white vinegar. So this was $2.39. So that's $4.38 of this budget plus some tax, give or take. I'm probably going to take another $1 for tax and put that in household maintenance. I know it's not a full $1 of tax probably, but I'm just going to go ahead and take $1. So I'm going to take that $1 of tax and put it into my household budget, so that will kind of lower my grocery budget a little bit, but this is not grocery, this is household. And then I got lemon juice. Lemons were also on sale, fresh lemons, but for as much as I use it and as much as comes in here, it actually is still cheaper to buy this. And this was $2.39. And then the chicken breast tenderloins were actually the most expensive item on my list, and they were $4.25. They're pretty good. I got the chicken breast tenderloins because the chicken breasts were actually more expensive, and they had they came in like longer packs, and I just didn't want that. So I went ahead and bought the tenderloins. And then the last thing that I bought was my potato chips. I just like the classic potato chips, wavy or the original. Somebody was actually standing in front of the original potato chips, so I just went with wavy. That's really the only reason. I'm not picky either way. They were 99 cents. So I only spent $31. I really wish my bill was a little bit lower, but like I said, I've gotten some other stuff for some other meals. So that is my grocery haul for this next couple weeks. I said a week. I am going to go to the grocery store next week and get a couple of things, but really I think I can do with a lot of this stuff that I already got. I already have something in my mind that I'm going to buy next week to go along with the other stuff and make that my meal for the week. So make sure to watch next week and see what I'm making. I am going to do a meal prep video for this, and depending on how it turns out, depends on whether I post it or not. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!